we have the Washington Heights neighborhood of New York City in common?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Washington Heights.
Because I lived in Washington Heights specifically for 10 years. And
No way.
yeah, and so this idea that, and I'm curious about how it informs you as a person, maybe even as an actor, like growing up in a community that was so specific to one of the identities that you have.
Yeah, it was, I think in a way, I've spoken about this before in other interviews, that I feel like growing up in the 80s as a Latino, not in the 80s, but as a gay man, it helped me be a better actor, I think, because I had to put up that front that I was straight, that I was a straight guy, that I was kind of thug, because I didn't want to get mugged. People were getting mugged left and right, and I got mugged a lot in my neighborhood. And so I think it made me a better actor. I was able to lie really well. I don't know if that's a good thing, but you know what I mean? There's
I do know what you mean.
Hiding and lying and making up stories and acting a certain way that is not your authentic way of moving or talking or acting. And that's super sad. But I guess it kind of molded me into the person or actor that I am now. It's crazy, and especially being in a Latino neighborhood and in a Latino family. I remember in my family, the only, we weren't. I grew up with two older brothers, and brothers and sisters fight and whatever, but we never hit each other. But the only time my parents would allow us to hit each other was if we called the other one faggot. And in growing up later on, I thought, how messed up is that, me knowing I was gay already since I was like, in my head thinking, okay, the only way my parents let my brothers hit me is if one of us calls the other one what I am. Like it's so messed up. It is, there's a ton of those instances and moments. I'm sure you have some, and every gay person growing up has different sort of experiences that stay with them.